Right. And with the episodes or the streams, I decided to flip the rebel provinces here back to their owners, or what should be the owners. And also I flipped the northern Manchuria to my control instead of Soviet with some console commands, but other than that I didn't really do anything. I figured that I'd explain that. Right, so our problem here in Vietnam is that the supply situation over here, the roads are pure garbage. We are building more, but what I think I'll do is, because we already have Taiwan, although these transport planes are a bit beaten up, we can probably transport them here, because this place has plenty of supplies. We should be able to transport at least some of them down here somewhere, and then transfer the stuff forward from there, so that would give us a little bit of supplies to work with. Because we are also getting the light infantry, which we can then use to replace some of the regular infantry and save up some supplies, as well as have a bit better efficiency in fighting. Yeah, no problems in Vietnam. Nobody had ever had any problems fighting there. Yeah, that's true. We need to keep the public having the correct information. Right, but let's unpause here. I realized that the navy that I have, actually, that was a short unpause, I know, but the auxiliary ships are in, well, I've lost most of them. And these ships are also in a bit of a bad situation, so we'll move them away a little bit. Pretty sure that the Japanese don't have a huge navy, but they do still have some fighting power in them. We should be able to hold on this attack at least to some degree. I mean, the biggest problem is the lack of supplies, or ammunition, or whatever you want to call it. But we should be able to... I mean, we might have to pull in one of these, and our troops in Soviet Union are still defending the river there. I wonder, we might need to move in some troops to fight there. We do have another army on its way. I'm gonna detach it from the main headquarters, because otherwise the bonuses will not be applied. So now we should be in a bit better situation. This is not actually a front line. We're gonna move the troops over there to help defend the river here. I'm gonna let the Soviets do most of the pushing here. I'll just help them defend a little bit wherever I can. Then I'll focus my forces or my efforts in fighting the Japanese here. Also under attack here. Do we have another division that we could probably move in? Possibly. We do have... actually do have some supplies here, so yeah, we'll move up there. Over here we are entirely out of supplies. At least running very short. Now, the transport planes did arrive here. Wondering where would be a good place to drop the supplies. Not receiving much here. I mean, this would be behind the lines enough that the Japanese might not send fighters after us. But at the same time, I don't know. But it's clearly along the coast here where most of it isn't required. We could drop over there as well directly, but I think we're going to start by supplying that. Then for a month, let's start with that, because after that we should be getting some roads over here somewhere, which should improve the situation a little bit. Oh, there's some ground attacks there. That's not nice. We have a little bit extra in reinforcements. We should probably use that. Oh, we could get the party rally. Less money but lower revolt risk sounds pretty good. Yeah, we're gonna take that. There's a little bit of money and supplies, but we don't really have a lack of either one of those. I mean, money a little bit, but it's not too bad. We can still manage that. Though this is a bit concerning. Troops are rather low on strength, and with the ground attacks that they are doing, well, we can set up a superiority there for a month. That should even up the situation a little bit. Oh, okay. Fighting over there then. Also, now we are fighting their interceptors. Okay, well that's not great. They are attacking rather strong there. Let's see, we are getting a lot of things. I mean, we will be getting the tanks in March, so that's good. Oh, infantry unit combined arms, excellent. We got quite a few research projects going on. More than 3 times the amount that we are researching currently, so that might be a bit of a problem, but there's a lot of technology that we just need to get going. They have stopped the ground attacks to some degree. You get another division in here, but one of these at least needs to fall back now. This one is kind of regaining strength there. Now, do we have any supplies here still? 59%, 40%, 30%, so not really. We're fighting here. Oh, previous light armor, excellent. We may need to pull back from here. I mean, as soon as we get our supply situation fixed, we should be able to push them back, but it's going to take a while. The road over here, I believe, will be completed in January, so, well, at least the next level there will be in January. Shouldn't be too big of an issue. Time consuming, yes, but other than that, not too bad, I suppose. Have any supplies here? Well, that division is not in a fighting shape, never mind them. And generally we get an whole corps of light infantry and then some naval infantry. That's good. The naval infantry will probably gather up somewhere around Guangzhou, so we can, once we get the assault ships or assault boats or whatever they are called. Are we actually, I know that we have it somewhere in the queue here, but are we actually researching it yet or not? I don't know. I have a feeling that the answer is no. Yeah, landing craft for Zhatelier is pretty far away. Okay, so I suppose we could use the naval infantry in the jungle then, for the time being, and then get some of the regular infantry away. We did move the ships here. They are probably being repaired now. Still bombarding there. We are fighting their planes now, a little bit, but apparently not all that much. I may need to pull back from here. Gonna buy us a little bit of time with this division. Then pull back. Wait until... oh, hold on, where's that? Oh yeah, bastard. I mean, we do have quite a bit of unrest in most of our lands. Well, actually, with the party rally, it's not that bad anymore. It used to be a lot worse. I mean, I think we need to stop the production spikes. Although they do give quite a bonus, but at the same time they give +3 on the unrest, so that's not really helpful. Yeah, once we get the next one of those, we will just say no. It will also save us a little bit of money and supply, so it's not really that bad. Just say no on that. I think I'll send in another one of these. Air superiority, actually. They got 19 units based there, but they can only repair 1. Huh. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do air superiority there for a few days. We'll probably lose a lot of planes. But any damage we do on them, they'll have a lot harder time repairing compared to us. And we might actually use this one to do a bit of a ground attack somewhere. Maybe over there, that might be an easy place to do it. Go somewhere like the 30th of December. If that division needs to pull back a little bit, we'll pull it to there, I think. Taking pretty heavy damage. Okay, you just keep on going. The other division should be okay to defend here for now. Oh, we are under attack here now, okay. Well, we are defending across the river though, so it shouldn't be too bad. I mean, there is SS troops trying to get across, but other than that, it's not too bad. Now we have 4 more corps that we can send in. That'll help the situation here. Not that far away from Poland. Actually, I think we are... Yeah, we are in... Or are we? Maybe. Unrest in China. Who could have seen that coming? Yeah, I don't know. As long as there's no opium involved. Right, we got a lot of production going on. That is excellent news, because we do need to produce a lot of troops. Reconnaissance aircraft design advances. Another bloody uprising here. Oh, we won the battle here. Just barely. This division is almost dead. Okay, we will be catching that one. Oh, I think our bombers might have done a decent work there and shattered the enemy. There used to be a tank division here attacking, but it's not there anymore. That might have been what broke the enemy offensive. Let's send in the close air support. There's no OP on it anymore, as far as you know, Zay, as far as you know. Yeah, ignorance is a bliss. I'm gonna go with that. A bit of a bombardment over there. Help this fight. I mean, we might be able to stop them. Unlikely, but it's a possibility. Okay, we won the battle there. We dug in quite heavily, and our bombardments over here, there's a lot of divisions in there, but at the same time, should be able to do a decent bit of damage on them. With the fact that we basically stopped their bombardments. Oh, that's Germans, never mind then. Right, so it's already Christmas 1945. Ah, submarine torpedo advances. Excellent. That means that we should be able to... So we already have that one going on. It does unlock some of these, which seem to be quite useful. We'll probably start, once we get the submarine classes, we'll start building some submarines. They're not going to be great at the start, but at least we can get some practical knowledge in there. That's the interceptors. Interesting. Right, and our... Oh, they are now bombarding here. Let's pull back. Let's pull back. We took rather hefty casualties there. Okay, fighting over there. I told that division to pull back. Attacking with a garrison and naval infantry, so we should be able to defend this for a while at least. 'Cause we should be able to defend this for a while at least. 'Cause we should be able to defend this for a while at least. 'Cause we should be able to defend this for a while at least. 'Cause we should be able to defend this for a while at least. 'Cause we should be able to defend this for a while at least. 'Cause we should be able to defend this for a while at least. 'Cause we should be able to defend this for a while at least. 'Cause we should be able to defend this for a while at least. 'Cause we should be able to defend this for a while at least. 'Cause we should be able to defend this for a while at least. 'Cause we should be able to defend this for a while at least. 'Cause we should be able to defend this for a while at least. 'Cause we should be able to defend this for a while at least. 'Cause we should be able to defend this for a while at least. 'Cause we should be able to defend this for a while at least. 'Cause we should be able to defend this for a while at I mean, as long as we have ammunition. Yeah, the garrison decided to drop. And the naval infantry is not having great day. Ooh, do we have... Well, these don't have any organization. Not any organization to speak of, at least. I mean, this one only is 2 infantry regiments, and that is also a rather small division. So what I'll do is I'll move these to kind of protect the supply line here. Because we kind of need to do that. And then we got this division that is low on organization. Wondering, do we have a division that we could send across there, help defend that, and then once we've defended that, we could move into these mountains, because it is empty right now. Probably these troops are not in... Well, actually, there's something I could do about this. We could send them all the way to the city, because there is at least some supplies there, which means that we can have them resupply and get their organization up at the city and then get back to the front. We're going to send these 2 over there as well. Also, it will lessen the pain on the supply lines here a little bit, because the supply lines up to the city here are not too bad. But it's the coastal provinces here that are the problem, and beyond the city. Okay, we won that battle. Alright, we still got the battle in Tibet going on. They are slowly losing their organization there. Oh, and our bombers decided to stop their attack there at some point or another. That might explain a thing or two. We're gonna be a reserve. Well, no, actually... Oh. Send all the planes there. The more the merrier. That would mean that we'll get... I mean, it's mostly the tanks, isn't it? Be able to see that soon. Air-launched torpedoes advanced. Excellent. Oh, I didn't take a look into that. But yeah, they did go down a fair bit. I'm gonna... As the planes start their bombardment again. If they... I might do that tomorrow, next time. Okay, there's another air combat here. Which are... Oh. These... need to stop that. Taking 2 heavy losses there, and we did retreat from there anyway. These troops are digging in quite a bit. We find, for the time being, small arms manufacturing advanced, so... infantry will be cheaper to make. Among other things. I don't think it affects these ones because we started building these way before that tech, but the future units should be cheaper. They're doing some ground attacks there. Okay, you need to rest, and you don't have an order right now. I wonder, how's the battle in... Oh, now I can check the... So it's mostly the tanks that have a strength left in that division. Still got 54% strength. I mean, anything else is close to 0. Well, with the help of the ground attacks, we've already gone from almost 30% to 27. Just a matter of a few days. I'm pretty sure that Tibet will fall today. I'm rather confident about that. Right, I think it is time for these decisions again. Now we can sell 4,000 for some money. We could take some fleet if we want to. Start with the boost though, and the national focus, espionage focus. Espionage, I think I'm just gonna take the extra spies right now, and regulars probably for the army. I could build extras, but at the same time, I'm just gonna lower this or increase the speed that we build them in, and then more IC. Right. So yeah, I could get some auxiliary ships. We'll get a small fleet again. It doesn't take much away from us. So we do need to put them into the top of the queue, but we can then use these to do a landing in, for example, Philippines. And expand the front there, which means that the Japanese will be having a bit harder time. And then maybe... I mean, honestly, if we are cheeky, we could probably do a landing in Japan. We just need to have enough troops to actually transport in there once we capture a port or something. We could take the fight to them and maybe get them to surrender. They got a lot of victory points around here. And I mean a lot of them. Like, I think that was 60 points roughly speaking. Or rough estimate, so yeah, taking all that. We have a look, how much do they have in total? 117, okay, so it's not actually... Probably not enough to make them surrender, but it would certainly get rid of most of their industry. At the same time, I think Philippines might be more useful right now, because they have certain stuff there, like gold, which would increase the money that we produce. We don't actually produce anything, we got so many negative modifiers there. But we are trading a fair bit, so we do get money out of that. And at the same time, we do want to get the fertile soil here, because that will give us the agriculture giant, which increases our manpower by another 20% and supplies by 20%. That is going to be useful. That's one of the reasons why we are actually fighting here in Indochina. Okay, we won the battle there, excellent. And we are defending quite successfully over here, so I'm not too worried about that. So, I would say that we are actually... I'm slightly concerned about that. We send in another division. Still got 2 army corps here that we could move in. Let's move in one around here, and the other one move around here should be a bit of a reserve for the troops here. These troops will start moving into the front. And yeah, our basic goal is to defend the river here and let the Soviets push towards Poland. I mean, they've done a decent job in the north now. I mean, the Germans have retaken Riga again. But actually, no, it's not Riga, it's the other side of the river. Never mind then. But yeah, the battle has been going back and forth here, but I'm pretty sure that sooner or later Germany will lose. Also, the Italians have pushed back a little bit on the British, but not huge amounts. Then of course there's the fighting in Burma. I'm pretty sure that the Allies have a huge amount of troops here, and I have a feeling that Japanese might be focusing more on my troops, because I have been moving here, and they haven't been able to do much against the Allies. Don't remember what day of the year was it that we need to do the recruiting policy, because every time you do it, it pushes it back a little bit. Ah, very high popularity, that's excellent news. Right, so we got the auxiliary vessels. Which one? The surviving is just a regular one. I wonder, how many can we have there? And I might actually set up another one somewhere around here, just in case. But this one has a range of 1200 kilometers. And these ones have a range of... No, that's not the correct fleet. These ones have a range of 600. But they should be able to at least bring the ships over here, do a landing on the corner there. Then... assuming that the troops are good enough, they can push in here and take out the port, then start pushing in south, and we can transport more troops there. We'll take out the Philippines. I mean, that's also an option that we could do. We could, instead of sending the light infantry and all that into China, we could actually use them in the Philippines instead. Both the naval infantry and light infantry. And take out Philippines. Then maybe... I don't know. I mean, in the meanwhile, we will probably have taken out most of Indochina, pushed toward Bangkok, and then maybe south towards Singapore and all that. I'm not sure if we'll be able to take control over all of this land, but maybe. Extra reinforcements by the looks of it. Right. Plan to take out Philippines sounds good and interesting. Well, I'm glad you like that. Also, I think the supply situation is improving around here now, finally. Oh, they did bring in more troops here. Armor unit training advance, excellent. We might need to pull back across the river though. Don't like the situation there. Oh, Guangzhou. Oh no. Do we have... No, of course we don't. Maybe we do. Naval strike there, continue... Well, we'll go for a month. Hopefully we can catch their navy in there. Before they sink our entire transport fleet and all that. Also, how's the battle in Tibet? Down to 24%. So some progress has been made. Some divisions here that need to pull off from the battle, so that we can get high efficiency out of the troops. Okay, we may need to pull back from this battle. I mean, defending across the river shouldn't be too hard, so I'm just gonna pull one division there and one division there. At the same time, at least the supply lines are getting shorter and shorter, and I'm actually gonna move you down that way instead. The troops over here are holding, at least for now. Oh my, that militia has been going on there for a while. We clear out the partisan over there, so that's good. We do have another corps of troops here that we could move in somewhere if we need to, and then... Okay, that's just the cavalry. We have two corps of infantry over here, including some light infantry. This was Guangzhou. Because we should be getting light infantry corps right about in... Oh, it's actually pushed it back a tiny bit. That's a bit unfortunate. Also, do we have the... No, not yet. The recruiting policy pick? I guess not. Army unit command and control advances. Excellent, and basing advances. The transport plane has been repairing quite nicely, so we are supplying the troops around here. There is at least a little bit of supplies down here, but I'm not sure how long it's gonna last. At the same time, the tank regiment is below 50% now. It's still holding. I'm not particularly glad about, but oh well. Not much I can do about that, other than to bomb them into oblivion. I'm certainly trying that. Right, our troops are still being attacked by the Romanians, but I think our line here will hold. At least for the time being. And we got some fortification and all that, so that ought to help quite a bit. Now what I could do over here is build some pillboxes. They're not particularly expensive.